And you're listening to a Token Nerd Network podcast. 3, 2, 1. Where we ramble on about geeky things. Things ranging from Batman to pop figures to Star Wars.
From Token Nerd Podcast.
Stay spicy, my friends.
Hey everybody, welcome to Token Nerd Podcast. We ramble on about geeky things ranging from Batman to pop figures to Star Wars. I'm Anthony Pettiford.
And I'm Travis Lykins.
All right, we're back with episode 43. And this is the third or fourth version of the Mighty Skeptic Power Rangers.
And we're still mighty skeptic.
Yeah. Well, one of us is. But the trailer came out 2, 3, maybe a month ago.
It's a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, a couple weeks ago, the second trailer, the full trailer for the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers reboot movie came out. And in this trailer, we actually got to see a little bit more of what... Okay, so the first half of the first trailer was the first half of this trailer. We kind of see the teenagers with attitude find the power coins, and they end up sitting in water, and I'm just going to say right now, loved every second of this. Every second of this I loved. First of all, I would have liked to see the Bulk and Skull just for humor.
Just for a little nod.
But there's a scene where they're sitting in water, and they're glowing. It looks like they have what's in like the ocean. There's that
Aura.
Yeah, aura in the ocean, but like you can see their glow.
Yep.
And I love that. I love that we can see their power coins have like infused with them, and they're glowing. There's a little bit of back and forth between the Black Ranger and the Blue Ranger.
Yep.
Who, I'm black.
No, you're not.
But we also get to see, and we hear Zordon, Bryan Cranston, and we see the the command center, which, for what this is, it looks good. Everyone keeps getting mad. It looks like the old Zordon is Bryan Cranston's head, just like the original, but he's not in a tube. He is the wall. So,
yeah, it's like a digital kind of image type thing.
Well, it reminds me of the Kryptonian technology in Man of Steel, but also it looks like those old toys you used to get that you could push your hand on and the needles pops up.
It'd make a print of your hand.
Yeah.
The little needle toy.
Yeah. But
it also reminds me of that Johnny Depp movie where he was like AI. You know what I'm talking about? He was kind of like in the computer.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever that movie was. I never saw it,
Neither
but I saw the previews.
But no, I like this. I like when he moves, you can see it
kind of move around with him.
Move around with him like it's almost liquid.
We get to hear Alpha 5 for the first time.
Yeah, Bill Hertier, whatever his name is.
Bill Hader.
Yeah. Well, it doesn't look like it's spelled. Anyway, I wasn't a fan of that, but it was real quick. Not enough for me to make a judgment call on.
It's not as
yeah, not as nasally and obnoxious. I am a little thrown off by Trini being such a punk.
Yeah.
But you know,
she's alternative.
But it's funny because one, we hear I think he says, "What the hell is this?" I think Billy does. So we hear a little bit of profanity in the trailer.
Yeah, I think they're trying to toughen them up a little bit because they kind of make them, like in the original Power Rangers, they weren't all like bad guys. They're kind of trying to make these guys all seem like they're kind of like, the kids that were hanging around the edges. Like obviously in the first trailer we saw that Jason had did something which seemed like drunk driving.
Yeah.
They're all
racing. They're probably gonna make it racing.
Yeah, but they were all like hanging out at detention and stuff.
Saturday school.
So they're trying to make these guys seem a little rough around the edges, kind of like misfits that all kind of come together to form a team. That's kind of what I take. So they're going to try to rough them up a little bit, have some cuss words in there, and kind of be, not as clean cut.
Yeah. But Okay, so there was that, and then there was, I mean, even in the first trailer, there were the bully girls who were talking to Kimberly, and it was like, there was like a note in her locker that said, "Kill yourself," or if you kill
Yep.
yourself, no one would care, or
Yep.
no. And they even make a drug reference.
Yep.
The mom, Trini's mom,
Pee in the cup.
slams a yeah a
Yep.
pee test on her.
Yep.
There is a cool scene where I guess we see putties in this movie.
Yep.
And they're not so much putties; they're more like
Rock
the concrete
monsters.
concrete patrol.
They're like Eye Guy, but rocks.
Yeah.
Just like
Instead of putties, we call them like plasties, plaster goons. Okay, I'm done
Geodude.
trying. Geodudes. All right, we're gonna go Geodudes. That makes the most sense. But they also make the reference that Power Rangers were a legion of warriors. So it's like we were talking about in the first Mighty Skeptic when we were thought that, okay, maybe these are just the last 5 power coins. It's like Guyver.
Yep.
Guyver was, well, I guess there were less Guyvers, but it was a suit that was worn by an alien race.
Yep.
It was the basic armor.
Yeah.
And then they all got destroyed. And
I kind of wonder if that's how they're going to explain away the differences. Like these aren't the first Power Rangers.
No.
Here, like this isn't like, because I mean, I always kind of had that feel in the original show as well, is that Zordon had brought this with him.
Yeah.
You know? But I kind of wonder if they're going to try to explain it away with, there were these people on Earth before.
Well, it says that Zordon was the Red Ranger.
Okay.
And that something happened. The first scene of the movie
is going to explain it away.
will be Zordon fighting as the Red Ranger, landing on Earth. I would almost want to say that in like one of the beginning scenes, so I'm a little confused by if it works or not, but there's a scene where you see the Red Ranger crawling or pulling himself, and I might be wrong. It might be just part of the big battle scene, but I look like he didn't have an arm. If that makes sense.
What?
I mean, but they said that Zordon is going to be part of a big galactic battle.
Okay.
And then that's the opening sequence, is that's where he is.
Okay.
And then he comes to Earth as dormant and then passes the suits on to other people. So that could be Zordon, because he's the Red Ranger.
Yeah.
He was the first Red Ranger. And so it could be, all right, so that was Zordon who was in. All right, we just pulled up the clip for Travis to look at with me. It might just be an addition of that scene of him pulling his dad out of the car, but he looks really bad.
Yeah, he looks kind of beat up.
So
Suit definitely looks dirty.
Yeah, so that could be the Zordon scene. So we do that. We got our first look at the Zords in motion.
Yeah, they're moving around.
Yeah,
they're pretty balls of silver in some cases.
Yeah, it's less of what I thought.
Yeah.
Well, okay,
they're more distinguishing than, say, a Transformer, but they're still kind of Transformery.
Yeah, the T-Rex I think looks cool. The saber-tooth tiger looks cool.
Still don't understand why these things have six legs in some cases.
Well, that's what I was going to get to. So the pterodactyl, I can see a pterodactyl. I can see the T-Rex. I can see the saber-tooth tiger. Mastodon and the Triceratops. I wonder if it's for the sake of them being like they have cannons on their backs. They have to have
more
extra
support.
legs. Yeah. That's the one
it's a
thing.
Physics thing.
Yeah, it's the one that doesn't make sense to me. But we're gonna bring science into this apparently. We see Goldar in action.
Silver or gold turd.
One thing that I really I feel in my soul is if we had said this isn't Goldar,
you'd been okay with it?
I would have been okay with it. If this was just a monster.
It looks like a gold version of the Megazord.
Yeah.
When it's put together.
But
like a drippy gold version of the Megazord.
Yeah. But this makes sense for why the Megazord itself has wings.
Yeah,
because there's going to be a flying scene because Goldar has wings, but he shouldn't be able to lift off the ground.
No.
I'm going to be very upset if he lifts off the ground because he's made of gold.
But could he fly in the original?
Yes, but he had feathers. Not that changes anything. He was a flying monkey.
Yeah.
I never realized this.
Yeah, he's a flying monkey.
That works for an evil witch.
Yep.
Just like the Wizard of Oz.
Yeah.
Never processed that before.
Well, that one guy's like a little monkey too, right? The other is it Bobo or whatever his name is?
Yeah, the one that's with the weird
and he looks more like the Wizard of Oz ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He always reminded me of those dinosaurs, those puppet dinosaurs.
No, I was talking about the other. I'm talking about the other one, the tall one, not the short one. That's like the taller one. That's more like it's kind of like C-3PO and a.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I'm pulling them up right now.
Yeah, the taller one.
But
yeah, I mean it's interesting to see. I think it'll be interesting to see if Rita actually has henchmen, to see if these guys will like come and be a part of the actual thing, or if they just disappear.
Lokar.
That's his name.
Lokar.
So, but yeah, I think that and Goldar together are an interesting look at things. Whether or not the toy looks like crap. Like I saw it in person, and the Goldar toy literally looks like a gold piece of crap.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of wondering when we get into the movie, will it also look like a gold piece of crap?
Because, maybe I was wrong. It's not Lokar.
Because they really don't
That's
have.
Lokar.
They really don't have like a. It doesn't have like facial features from what I've seen. It's just like a gold log, like with wings.
I haven't examined the toy physically.
But it's just
Physically,
it's so.
that sounds weird. Unlike you, I didn't get to go to the store and look at an actual figure.
So I mean, it's just weird.
He has a monocle.
Yeah, he has a monocle. The guy I'm talking about. He's like a monkey too, like that guy.
Yeah.
See, like he's like a monkey, flying monkey guy. So
I'm seeing the theme.
Yeah.
Squat is a servant.
Yeah, he's that one. The short
Squat
guy.
and Bobo.
Bobo, yeah. I said Bobo. I was close.
But yeah, I haven't been able to really check out the
Yeah, what about her? What's her name?
Scorpina.
Scorpina. There we go.
Well, so here's my thing, and just bear with me for just a moment. So, if Goldar's in this, and Goldar is her end-all monster.
Yep.
And we're not going to see any other monsters, which would be cool if we could see her summon a weak monster and then work their way up. Like in Pacific Rim, we had weaker monsters that they fought their way to. It'd have been cool if we had all of her henchmen, even Fester, and there's 5 of them, so that could have been each ranger had their own scene, because that was the other thing I want to talk about is
I think Fester got wrote out in the fact that it seems like she kind of like says, go, and the little putties come out of the ground, and she just like takes rocks and they form, like she just takes like the ground.
She's doing it.
So like Fester got put out of a job because she doesn't need somebody to like put little clay pieces together. So I think that's Fester. You know, he's a part of Donald Trump's America.
Yeah.
Like he doesn't have a job anymore.
Yeah.
Like,
taken out by an illegal alien took his job.
Yeah, exactly.
But we see the Rangers training against hologram versions of the Geodudes, as we're calling them. We get to see
some random point when some guy's fighting on top of a train. He's just
some
practicing training.
But if I had the ability to do it, I'd go as hardcore anime as I want. I'd be underneath the waterfall, meditating for like 5 minutes just because I didn't have the patience for it. But we also get to see Jason and Kimberly make out. That's not something from let's say Star Wars canon. Oh shoot, Power Rangers canon.
Star Wars canon.
So in Power Rangers canon, up to this point, it's always been there was never an emotional, like a romantic relationship between anyone up until
I thought they kind of like alluded to that Tommy and Kimberly were like a thing, but they never were a thing.
Tommy and Kimberly, yes.
Yeah.
Not Jason and Kimberly.
No, definitely not.
And so that's just building up for issues later on. I don't know if you ever read the comics.
The new ones or the old
new ones?
No, I have not read the new ones.
And the new ones, they introduced Tommy, and there's this, there's a point where Tommy like turns or like gets in Jason's face about something, and Billy and Zach are like, whoa, that's our leader. Like they're very defensive of like the fact that Jason is the best.
Yeah.
And before it was always like Tommy came in, Tommy was the best, Jason disappeared. Yep. But in this one was like, no. Jason still is the leader. You're just the 6th Ranger.
Yeah, I feel like Jason was the leader still, even when Tommy was there. But Tommy was like, he was almost kind of rogue. Mm-hmm. He was there, but he like when he was there, he was in charge. But Jason was still the leader, you know? Like,
yeah. I'm telling you, Austin St. John is just like, God, this could have been me.
This could have been me.
But we also get to see a quick clip of Rita Repulsa in all black.
Yeah, I saw that. I didn't understand that either.
So it's like maybe this is before she activates her coin, because she is the Green Ranger, but she rebelled.
Yeah.
Which will hint to the Green Ranger saga, hopefully in the 2nd movie.
Yeah, they never really explained in the original Power Rangers why Rita had the green coin in the first place. She just kind of had it. It was like, oh, here's the secret weapon.
Yeah. But I mean, it just, and you can see her beating up Trini. Yeah, she has this, and it looks more Rita Repulsa. Like
Yeah.
if the costume of her,
Yeah, and her little staff looks more like Rita too.
yeah, like it, that really does look it. Then there is the scene that really got me was when you hear Zordon say, along
It's
the lines
morphin'
of, yeah, it's
time.
morphin' time. Or Jason says morphin' time, and then you see them land. Now, understand, this is Power Rangers was the first abridged show there was. If you're a fan of Dragon Ball Z abridged, Attack on Titan, Hellsinger abridged, this was the original. This is where we took bits and pieces of something
And made it into something else.
and made it something else. Changed the whole story.
Put some white people in it and made it into something
Exactly.
else. And then there was VR Troopers.
Yeah.
Go look that
They
up,
came
kids.
first, didn't they?
No, they were second.
Okay.
So like
And
basically,
then Masked Rider.
well, so basically what happened was Power Rangers was so successful that they were like, we need another show. So they did VR Troopers, which the footage was actually older. So if you watch like that show, the quality of it is really, really bad.
Yeah.
Because it was like earlier footage than Power Rangers even. And then it was Beetleborgs.
Which, because they didn't have enough footage, they
Yep.
stopped. Did you ever watch it's like the All Red or Red Force? It's when all the Red Rangers team up.
No, that was in like Dino Thunder or something, wasn't it?
Jungle Force.
Jungle Force.
I hated that series, but I watched that because Tommy came back on all the Red Rangers, and the villains were Beetleborgs because they had
they had
costumes.
to reuse them.
Yeah. But anyway, so it'd be cool though if we see when they transition scenes, they do the flips. Like that's how they enter the battle.
Hi-ya!
Yeah. But we see the Rangers come down, they land all together, and they charge at the putties. And there's this sick clip of Billy kicking. And I'm just going to play it real quick and enjoy it. I'm wondering how the morphing time is going to really come in. Are they going to, like, Tyrannosaurus?
No, it looks like they're just gonna like Iron Man the suit.
And I'm okay with that. But boom! And then we get to see the Rangers, and very much like an Iron
And then
Man
a
faction,
giant gold
they
turd.
lift their masks up.
They do.
I actually kind of like the way it looks. Like the visor comes up and then the mask will come off. But it looks cool. And then we see the Megazord, which we joked about. It looks like the original one from the Ivan News movie.
Yeah.
Very
It has like
silver.
a similar. It
and
has a similar feel to it, where it has like wings and stuff like that.
yeah.
And like when the Falcon Zord clicks on the back of it in the movie, like the original
Yeah,
one, it
and
kind of
this
has
one
that
is
same feel.
The
And that
pterodactyl.
Zord could also fly.
But I think it's cool that we're really going to get Zord on, like the Zords moving independently. We really didn't get that as much. In the
Yeah, I mean it
original
was the
series.
same. It was the same cut every time. It was like
Yeah.
and then
And
they,
every
like,
once in a while, you'd have like the one where Jason fights Serpentera by himself.
Yeah.
That was scary as a kid.
Yeah.
That's when they had
scary.
Torterra, and Torterra
Yeah.
got smashed.
Yep, when he got stepped on. Like when they go to the craziest one is the one when they go to that like red planet,
Uh-huh.
and it's like an alternate universe or whatever, and there's like the pyramid with like the pyramids like separated with the seeing eye.
Yeah.
That is the creepiest episode. It's later in the seasons before they become Zeo, but it's like sometime in like season 3 of Power Rangers. That is the creepiest stuff I have ever seen. Like when I was a kid, that used to scare the crap out of me. And when I rewatched, I was like, man, this is just as creepy as it was when I was a kid as an adult. Like, so, I just think that I'm trying to give it a chance, guys. I really am.
I think with this trailer, and I don't want to go trailers because Suicide Squad, not Oscar nominated Suicide Squad.
It's just for the makeup.
hey, still, it's a nomination. If you want to hear us rant about that, check out our last episode of the Token Nerd Podcast.
Where Addison gave Anthony a pretty good run for his money on his argument.
No, first of all, that was a BS argument. And he just just playing devil's advocate. But I'm trying to look at my schedule right now and see if because we can't do an episode every night. That's ridiculous. But I want to see if how many like weeks there are until the movie comes out, and we just do like highlight episodes.
Okay.
So like the 10 weeks before the movie comes out, we'll do
Aren't we less than 10 weeks
I think
already?
so,
It
'cause
comes out
it's-
in March, right?
March.
We're like a month away.
Sorry, my and use this now. My laptop's been all messed up, and I have no idea what's up with it.
It comes out in like a month, dude.
Yeah.
So we don't have 10 weeks.
Well, we'll do our top 5 then eventually, but we'll do episode by episode and something along those lines. But the Megazord. So that's we said it looks just like it. I wasn't a big fan because we looked at the Megazord and it's very color coordinate. I mean, not color coordinated. But
Yeah, you can
see
tell that the red's
definite
there
pieces.
and the black. But
I
mean,
can't see where the Triceratops
yeah, like it
falls into play.
the chunks of the pieces do not appear to make the whole.
Mm-hmm.
So like it's very clear, like in the original Megazord, that the Triceratops is a foot, the saber-toothed tiger is a foot.
Yeah.
Like the thing that gets lost the most in the original Megazord is actually the
Pterodactyl.
Tyrannosaurus,
Oh.
because it's like actually the main body part.
Mm-hmm.
Later on, it's still clear, kind of in the Zeo world, you can still see the pieces. And the one from the original movie, you can still see the pieces.
Well, in Zeo, especially the yellow and green. No, yellow and pink. They're the feet. They're not very color coordinated.
No,
I can't even tell you what they were supposed to be.
I can't either.
Like
the Sphinx
totems?
was like the only one I could tell.
Totems, a bull, a sphinx.
Oh, the ones they like the bull pulled those weird things that make the feet.
Okay.
Remember, like the bull and the Sphinx pulled those things in front of them, and then the cord shot out, and then it made the feet.
Oh, okay.
And they just had like weird head things on the top of them.
And then the Red Ranger was what?
The Red Ranger was actually that other Zord that's behind it. So like
No, the boxing Zord thing. That was what.
That's the Red Rangers.
But that was the secondary Zord that came in. But
he didn't have another Zord though. He fought alongside. Anyway, tangent.
Okay, yeah, you're right.
But as far as this Megazord goes, after going to the toy store and actually
it was a falcon.
A falcon?
A red falcon.
Okay. But anyway, going back to the toy store, I'm very, very confused because the box that this Combinder Zord comes in is like 3 times the size of a normal box.
Yeah, you told me that
these Megazords come in. So I'm kind of wondering if it's like not to scale with the original toys, which I think is kind of strange for collectors. But at the same time, I think they're trying to hit a different market.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know that they care. But as we said, I'm very confused because I can't see the pieces. Like I can't see that, like, the mastodon that's in the trailer and on the box.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't see how that becomes the like Megazord.
Yeah.
So I'm very confused as to how it all fits together.
No, I get that. Yeah, I knew that there were the individual ones that came out, and then they could form together. But I heard that the one that came together doesn't break apart. That's just what so I could be wrong because I've just seen 2 of the toys so far.
Yeah, but so they're
online.
This one is like it's like a Toys R Us. It had like the Toys R Us exclusive thing on it, but it on the box shows separate pieces and then it shows it together.
Okay.
So I don't know if maybe they give you all the separate pieces and then one that's all together, or what's going on there. But it was very strange. Like I said, Ben and I were actually considering buying it, bringing it home, opening it, looking at it, and then taking it back because we were so confused.
Yeah.
I mean, it's $100. Like, it's probably plastic. It's probably not the die cast, like the new reissues of the Megazords that they're doing. Which, by the way, if you're collecting those, I see that our local Toys R Us has a big pile of them, so they're probably going to be going on sale soon.
Oh.
They had the Thunderzords and the ones from the movies. They're like 3 of each, so those are going to be going on sale soon. Heads up.
Good to know. Actually, I did want to point out when it comes to toys, they are releasing, because we did talk about, wouldn't it be cool if they did the classic, you flip their morph on their waist and then their heads flip.
I will say the new version of them, the screws are really bad.
Yeah.
Like, we saw that in the photo and I was like,
pointed that out
crap.
to me. I was trying to justify it because it gives them action. Like,
yeah, but those ones right there have that same action, and the screws are not egregious.
I know, but what I'm trying to say is, with this one, when you flip it, the arms will do something. These are just posable,
and the head just moves.
Yeah, the head just moves, but their legs have, the legs are forward, backward motion. Yep. But the other one, I'm pretty sure once you do it,
something else happens.
Like it's like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Like they flip up.
Flip up.
I'm gonna get one. Just because I think they're cool and just for the sake of it having.
Yeah,
it.
we were looking at them when we were out there. the other week. The other big thing is the new Legacy line that they're doing. They also have the new wave of those out. So if you're collecting those, we noticed that those are out. It has the Space Rangers. So the red one,
Ooh.
they had the red one there, and I almost bought it. But they also have 3 more of the Mighty Morphin edition. So they'll have I think it was the pink, yellow, and black. And those come with the pieces that make up the original Megazord. So if you're collecting those
How much
figures,
was the Space Legacy?
it's $20. All the ones are 20. But those are available at Target, Toys R Us, anywhere really that has Power Ranger stuff. But the way they're doing those waves are really weird, because what they're doing is they're so far they're mixing Mighty Morphin and some other era of Power Rangers, and like, so they had the red and the green, and then they had 3 other Rangers from another era.
Oh,
and then
so
now
you don't get them all at once.
You can't get them all at once. So they had like the red and yellow, and then 3 Mighty Morphin, red and yellow from space, and then 3 Mighty Morphin available together. So it's weird.
For suckers like me who are like, I guess I'll buy all of them, and you're like, well, I have to buy the rest of Wild Force now.
I really want to get the red Space Ranger, but I'm really hoping they make it to Zeo. Like, this line doesn't die and they get Zeo.
Oh, I mean, everyone loves Mighty Morphin, but Zeo wasn't Zeo their original?
I have no clue.
No,
I don't think it
wasn't.
was, but Zeo had the best helmets, like in my opinion. And then Turbo's helmets are actually really good too, because they have like the chrome pieces glued onto them, like to look like the cars. But I'm excited for that line. I'm hoping it's to continue. Toy Fair is coming up, so hopefully we'll get some more previews about where we're going with Power Rangers and the Legacy line. If they finish the movie Power Ranger Legacy figure, if those do well, we might get a Zeo Legacy.
Yeah.
And if we get that, that'd be pretty sweet.
It would be.
The Red Ranger helmet Legacy is also out. I don't know if you saw that. Like, it's a full size helmet that you can wear.
Oh no, I didn't see that.
It's like $99. So if you keep watching that at Toys R Us, I'm sure it'll drop. But it's big enough it can fit on your head. And like, if that one does well, they'll probably make more.
Yeah.
So.
All right. So that's basically our overall thoughts of the trailer. So right now, yay or nay? Only yay or nay. There's no on the fence. There's just a yes or a no.
I will go with a light yay.
Somehow you find a way not to. Okay, I'll take it. I'll take it. I obviously am 100% yay.
I'm thinking this movie's
I'm yay and proud of it.
I think this movie's gonna fall somewhere in like the 3.5, 4.
Out of
3.5, 4 out of 5.
Oh, out of 5? Oh,
Yeah.
Well, I feel like with a 5 scale, that's kind of a cheat. Let's say out of 10. Out of 10, I think it's easily going to be higher than a 6.
Yeah, I think it'll be like a 6.5, 7.
But I'm going in with the mindset that this is still Power Rangers. Like, this is still campy.
I'm going to take my mind and say, forget everything you know. Try to have fun with it. And if it looks like shit or it sucks, then judge it from there.
I agree. And the last thing I want to pull up before we head out for the night and get onto the Super Bowl events are the 2 posters that have come out. The first poster is the Rangers lined up, and you see the Red Ranger, Black and Blue Ranger behind him, and then the Pink and Yellow Ranger in the far back. And I believe they're in the command center. On top it says, "Together we are more," and it's Go Go and the Power Rangers. Very, very similar to the Mighty Morphin Power Ranger movie, but they don't have the White Ranger in front.
They're very focused on the token and the belt there.
Yeah.
Like the coin. It's like very like, what the heck is that? I feel like the belt's not like the belt buckle, like Morpher. I'm assuming they're keeping that because they do have a Morpher toy. It's not pronounced enough. It's very like recessed.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm thrown off by the fact they have a chest piece, and it would have made more sense if the Morpher was in the chest then.
Or the coin, at least.
Yeah, the coin. I mean, I know in the original Power Rangers we had the white.
Yeah, they actually did. Yeah, I mean, but like, you know how they kind of always put the coin like on their chest?
Yeah,
that wasn't actually a thing. Like, I never understood why they did that all the time.
What if? So the Zords are actually very much in tune with the suits. So like,
they don't actually get in them. They're just like.
Well, no. I'm not saying that there's an actual avatar of the dinosaur, but like you can see the like for the Red Ranger, there's a T-Rex kind of moving.
Chomping.
Yeah, like I don't know. It could still be weird.
That sounds like a lot of money in visual effects.
A lot of thought. But then the second trailer is the Rangers jumping. Yeah, it's an actual poster. This is something I would keep. Like I would buy this.
Okay.
Oh, I should probably buy the first one. But this one's cool. It shows all the Zords except for, I think that's the Mastodon in the distance.
Yeah.
They want to keep that one out of sight.
Because they're like, why does it have 6 legs?
Yeah. But it's okay. I'm going to buy the T-Rex, T-Rex, Saber-tooth Tiger, and then I'm going to buy the Imaginext Mastodon.
I was going to say, just buy the Imaginext toys. Like, just get those. Those look awesome.
I've been posting about them. They are awesome.
I don't understand, though. Like, one thing I think they screwed up is that they came out with the Imaginext Megazord last year.
Uh-huh.
Like, not this past year, but the year before that. So, like 2 years ago, I guess now. And then this year they came out with the Dinozord, like the Dragonzord, right? But it's not to scale. Again, like why? Why do we do this?
Well, one, I'll be honest, Imaginext aren't for us. It's just now that we look at them, like they're really good.
Oh yeah, they're really good. The there was another, the Star Wars ones. Those are really cool.
The Batman or the DC ones. There was a Doomsday, and the Doomsday was cool.
Yeah. Yep.
Like really cool.
I think it's a really good line. They do good stuff. I like them.
And I never thought there'd be a time where I'd be like, you know what? A lot of people should look at Imaginext because they take liberty, but not a lot.
They do a really good job stylizing.
Yeah.
They do. But like the other thing is too, so the Jakks Pacific Megazord, where the heck did that go? It never came out.
Yeah.
I saw it at all the photos at Toy Fair. It's like a 3-4 foot tall version of the original Megazord. Where's that? I was looking for it all Christmas. Because those giant toys come out at Christmas every year, you know, like the giant Darth Vader and the giant Ninja Turtles and the giant Power Rangers, everything. I was like, oh man, I'm going to keep looking. It's going to come out. Nothing. So I'll be interested to see what happens at Toy Fair. Maybe we'll get some more info on that.
But no. So 2 posters we're both in right now. Nothing that, even with the stupid Goldar, even with Alpha 5, I'm very happy with what I'm seeing.
Yeah.
Excited. I think any of the last thoughts would be us possibly trying to do like our top 5 episodes or top 5 monsters, or something, just to talk about our favorite episodes before the big movie. We didn't see Bulk and Skull, but overall, excited. And I believe I can get my computer to pull up the date. I believe it's March 24th.
It was on the poster.
Yeah, March 24th. Oh, but I obviously they're saying go, like go Power Rangers. And if you listen to the trailer, they cut him twice where Jason goes, go, and then they explain it again. So it's like, go, go.
When they did it at the end too, where it's like, go. You kind of hear it in the background.
I think it's cool.
Yep.
All right, folks. Well, we are all in it. For Becky G as Trini, we have RJ Seiler as Billy. We have Naomi Scott as Kimberly. Ludi Lynn. I think it's Ludi Lynn.
You think we could get this after all these
Lynn
months?
is Zach. Dakar Montgomery as Jason. Elizabeth Banks as Vita Repulsa. Bill Hader as Alpha 5. And Bryan Cranston as Zordon. Coming to theaters March 24th, 2017. We are in the final countdowns of it, and we are all very excited for the most part. All right, folks. Thanks for checking us out. If you check us out online, our social media, Facebook, it's TokenNerd00. Instagram and Twitter are Token_Nerd. We currently have a Token Nerd giveaway going on. It's the I think it's Token Bat 20 or Token Bat 17. We're giving away a X-Ray Batman figure
by Jason Freeney
Yep.
and Mighty Jakks.
Very I mean, it's awesome. It's almost to the point where I was like, maybe we shouldn't put this one out.
We'll just say, hey, guys.
Yeah, somehow Anthony won this. But no, we can only do this thanks to the help of Tenacious Toys at tenacioustoys.com and on Instagram at Tenacious Toys. And what else can you say on your end, Travis?
Yeah, so if you want to check out the more designer toy side of things or just toy talk in general, you can check out our YouTube channel, youtube.com/urbanvinyldaily, where we talk about all kinds of designer toy news and things going on in the scene and providing people with interviews and convention coverage. And this week, I will be traveling to Hawaii for Powwow Hawaii 2017, which is a ginormous gathering of street artists. And I'll be checking out, some of the artists that are there, some of the shows that are going on, and some of the excitement that will be going on in the area. So we'll be having some interviews and videos and things like that coming from that. Also, you can check us out on Instagram, where I'll be posting photos from the event. So you'll be able to go to @UrbanVinylDaily and check out all of that exciting news going on over there. And we swear there will be a Kickstarter. Chinese New Year got in the way. We haven't got our prototype back. And we have another prototype that's in the early phases of sculpting. So there will be Kickstarters to look out for this year. So keep listening to the podcast and we'll let you know.
Awesome. All right, folks. As always, I'm Anthony.
And I'm Travis.
Stay spicy, my friends.
Hey everyone, this is Travis Lykins from Token Nerd Podcast, and I'm here today to tell you something about sponsorship. That's right. Token Nerd now has a sponsor. The fine folks at TenaciousToys.com, your source for designer toys, pop vinyl, original art, and more, are now our sponsor. And guess what? As a part of that, you can get 10% off your next order at TenaciousToys.com by entering the code TOKEN10 at checkout. That's right, 10% off. And not only are they giving you this code, they're also going to be sponsoring many of our Token Nerd giveaways in the next coming months. So make sure to follow us at token_nerd on Instagram to catch our latest giveaways.